In the time before the great rains, the world was a noisy place. People filled the towns and fields, but their hearts were not kind. They pushed and they shoved. They took what was not theirs and laughed when others were sad. If someone did a good deed, others would point and jeer. "Look at the fool," they would shout. Goodness was seen as weakness, and kindness was a thing to be mocked. In this world lived a man named Noah. He was different. He was quiet and gentle. He tried to live a good life, and he taught his family to be good too. But it was very hard. The world around him was full of shadows and unkind words. Noah often looked at the people around him and felt a deep sadness in his heart. He saw children being taught to be selfish. He saw neighbors arguing over small things. He saw leaders who cared only for their own power and wealth. No one seemed to remember the simple joy of sharing or the comfort of a helping hand. They had forgotten how to be good to one another. Noah would pray in the quiet of the morning, asking for guidance in a world that seemed to have lost its way. He held on to his faith like a small, warm light in a very big, dark room. The people noticed that Noah was not like them. They saw how he treated his family with love. They saw how he was honest in his work. Instead of admiring him, they laughed at him. "Why are you so serious, Noah?" they would ask, their voices dripping with scorn. "Why do you not join our festivals and our games?" They called him old-fashioned and foolish. They did not understand his quiet strength. They did not understand that his heart was aligned with a goodness they had long since abandoned. Noah bore their taunts with patience, but it was a heavy burden to carry every single day. One evening as Noah walked alone, he felt a stillness come over the world. The usual noise of the city faded away. It was as if the whole earth was holding its breath. In that profound silence, Noah heard a voice. It was not a voice that came through his ears, but one that spoke directly to his heart. It was the voice of God. The voice was filled with sorrow for the world and the wickedness that had filled it. It spoke of a great sadness, a deep regret for the path humanity had chosen. And in that moment, Noah knew that everything was about to change forever. The voice of God gave Noah a very important and very strange instruction. "I'm going to send a great flood to wash the world clean," the voice explained. "But you have found favor in my eyes, Noah. You and your family will be saved." God told Noah to build a boat. But this was no ordinary boat. It was to be a huge ship, an ark. It had to be made of strong gopher wood with many rooms inside. It needed to be long and wide and tall, big enough to withstand a mighty storm and carry a precious cargo. God gave Noah the exact measurements, a blueprint for the biggest ship the world had ever seen. Noah listened carefully to every word. A sense of awe and a little bit of fear filled him. The task was enormous. Where would he get so much wood? How could he and his sons build such a massive vessel? But his faith was strong.